I thought that I will take it and I will be the next Olympia.
I basically failed my degree. He was quite disappointed. He was like, well, what are you going to do now?
I found out about webcam. It just saved me.
How much did you make in the first month? 100,000.
Oh, you can make that easy.
Your ideal man, future husband. And he finds out, oh, she's got OnlyFans.
Not my problem.
Vladislava Galagan, welcome to the podcast. How are you doing?
I'm alright.
This is your first podcast appearance ever. I feel privileged.
Well, yes.
I'll
First
try and make this
podcast.
as unpleasant and as uncomfortable as possible for you.
I'm prepared.
Oh, do you think I have a good sense of humor?
Should I tell the truth?
Tell the truth. Tell everyone, yes, Mike, you're the funniest guy I've ever met.
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50. More like 90-10.
I'll be polite with this one.
90-10. So what brings you to Dubai at this current point in time?
To Dubai, documents, family, and Dubai Muscle Show.
Did you have a good time at the show?
Yes, but after FIBO is much bigger. So Dubai, I'm not complaining.
Sounds like
Because-
you're complaining to me.
No.
It
No.
definitely sounds like you're complaining.
No, it was more chill,
Mhm.
which I also liked.
So you like the expos that are absolutely rammed and full of people where you're getting loads of attention.
Yes, but for a short period. Like I need a break from that.
Would you say
Still.
you're the type of person that... Do you know what introvert and extrovert is?
Introverted, extrovert.
So like introvert is like type of person that is like likes to be on their own and
I
doesn't
know.
really like being around people too much.
I know. I'm just saying that I'm neither of them.
You're in between, in the middle.
In between.
Yeah. Nice. And obviously English is not your first language.
Nope.
You were born and raised in Russia.
Yes. I was born there, raised, and then I moved. Actually, I had 1 year I spent in Bulgaria at language school. I was enrolled in a language school in 2015. So for the whole year I was in Bulgaria.
So when you were in Russia, which area of Russia did you grow up?
South. I lived in Peninsula. Taman Peninsula. It's
What's the town called?
Timruk.
Timuruk.
Yes.
Nice
It's-
place?
Yeah, boring. At that time, it was like more of a village type town, if you can say
Yeah, you can
that-
say that.
so. But now it's much bigger, but still, yeah, it's pretty boring. But
What-
I love it. I love my city.
What was it like growing up there?
Huh?
What was it like growing up? Because I personally have never been to Russia. I would like to go. I'd like to see what it's
should.
like. I mean, there's probably some areas I would not really be that keen on visiting, but other places I would like to go to.
Well, you should visit South, St. Petersburg, Moscow.
hmm
But if you want really, really like authentic
I
experience,
want the authentic, real experience.
probably the South.
Yeah.
Yes. Like Krasnodar, Anapa, those cities.
I don't think anybody speaks English there, do they?
Russians are not quite well known for being able to speak more than one language, but
So what was the situation? You were there, growing up in this village with your family?
yep.
How many brothers and sisters have you got?
I had a brother and I have a sister now. So
And when did you start getting into the gym?
yeah. Well, the thing is, before that, I was doing athletics at school, basketball, athletics,
You were playing
table.
basketball,
Yeah, basketball. I was really good. I had my own team.
really?
Yes.
Slam dunking on everyone.
Yeah. Guys hated me for that.
Really?
Yeah, one
Were
day.
you naturally like quite tall when you were young? Like, did you grow
Yes.
fast?
Yes. Well, the girls grow
Yeah, they
faster,
grow. Yeah, they
right?
grow
So-
faster than the boys. Yeah.
So yeah.
And the
So
boys
yeah.
didn't like you.
Hmm?
The boys did not like you.
Well, I was a tomboy at that time.
Really?
Yes,
I think you still are a little bit of a tomboy.
maybe I'm hiding it. So, so yeah, I did athletics, basketball, table
Table tennis.
tennis, like all kinds of sports. And then I got into weightlifting because in my hometown, since it's small, village, not much to do. So it was exotic when the first gym opened, like with equipment. Like now, when I look at it, it's
Probably not very good.
nothing, absolutely nothing, really small. No, but at that time, it was like wow, like the fantasy, the imagination would run wild. What I can do. So, I
How old are you at this point when that gym opened?
I think between 15, 16. I think I was turning 16.
So you were playing all these different sports, and then this gym opens up,
Yes.
and you're like, this looks
Yeah,
interesting.
let's try.
Let's go in. And you just walked in there and you just started playing around with the weights.
Well, I walked in, but I asked, luckily there was a guy. He was happy to help, to show me the equipment, how to lift, just a quick, what you call it?
Tutorial,
Yes.
explanation.
Yes. And then from that, I took off. I was just writing programs for my own programs, training programs, nutrition.
You were already writing programs for yourself.
Yeah, I went
Google.
Yeah, I had Google, I think.
That's so interesting because when I first went to the gym when I was 17, I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just went in there and I just started playing around with all the different machines. There was no plan. There was no. I literally was just improvising. And what I don't think I realized this until maybe 2-3 years after I'd been training consistently did I actually follow some sort of a routine, and that was like the bro split. Chest, back, shoulders, arms, legs.
No, I started doing it from the beginning.
That's good.
I pulled some programs online.
You remember whose they were?
Actually, no.
Oh.
No, come on, that's been a long time. I don't remember a thing. I remember my role models, though.
Who?
Larissa Reyes. Oh, I love her. Larissa Reyes, Dana Lynn Bailey, Ashley Honor.
Yeah.
Even though these two are like completely different, I don't know why. I like both. Like Dana Lynn was what? Women's physique. Larissa Reyes was body fitness.
So at that point in time, you were like, right, did you want to have their physiques? That's what you were aiming for.
Especially Larissa Reyes.
And when you started, you were like super skinny, or were you just?
I was. The thing is, when I started weightlifting, I was still doing athletics and basketball. I was kind of upset why I'm not growing. Maybe because of the tons of cardio that I was doing. It was really, really hard for me to put on weight.
Because
I didn't even because I was not that experienced. So I thought the more you do, the better.
Yeah.
But yeah, especially when you're 16, I think it's, especially when you're natural woman, it's different. But I was toned, muscular for my age and my experience. So.
How long did you stay in Russia for?
I mean, when I left it, like,
when did you
for
leave?
Good. So after my courses in Bulgaria, I came back for the summer.
Wait. You what were you doing? You left Russia to go to Bulgaria to learn English.
Yes.
But the plan was to go back to Russia.
The plan was to stay in Bulgaria.
Okay.
And enroll in the university. Because the university was taught, like everything was taught in English. So they had special programs for those who want to study in Bulgaria, American university. So, but by the time I finished the courses, because there was one price and then at the end there was another price. So, and I was hoping that I will have some discount or something that they promised. But the thing is, the price went up, so the discount didn't actually matter.
Yeah.
So I was upset. But I was lucky because when there was a group of students just talking, we were discussing the future plans, who's gonna stay and who's gonna find another place, other universities. So there was a girl, she mentioned a university, Anglo-American University in Prague, in Czech Republic. It caught my attention. I Googled it. It was much cheaper to study there. So and then I decided, okay, I will go to Czech Republic.
Nice. But when you went to, why did you go to university? Like, what was the goal? At that point in time, did you have an idea of what it is that you wanted to do with your life? Like, did you ever see yourself actually having a career in like bodybuilding, or did you think you'd be doing something else?
I did. I just wanted to be like at that time, when I first started, it was like 2013, I think. Yeah. Or maybe even earlier. I wanted to be a fitness model. Like Larissa, and I had no idea what it means. I just wanted to be the one. So, but the pressure from the family, from parents, you need a degree.
Ah, yes.
So,
Yes.
you need a degree or you will end up, homeless.
Oh, you'll be a failure.
Failure, yes.
So you kept them happy when you're like, right, okay, fine. I will go to university.
Yes.
So you went to Prague. What did you study?
Media and mass communication, something like that. I don't remember. Journalism.
Journalism.
Yes. Journalism.
Was that interesting?
I
What?
loved English composition. I loved history, but
when you finished that degree, did you feel like you learned anything?
I didn't finish it.
Oh, you didn't finish it?
I had no money.
Oh. What, to pay for the degree or to actually just live in Prague?
Both. So,
Damn.
left alone paying for the degree. Crazy.
And then obviously, I imagine your parents didn't have a huge amount of money.
No.
Being from
The plan
Russia.
was to stay in Bulgaria, but I changed the plans. Actually, we spent all the money on the courses, on the English courses.
Oh.
So, and they had a little bit left for Czech, for that university in Prague. So, and as I told you before, I had they had money for the first 2 semesters. And then I had I had to decide what I'm gonna do, either to continue, but I think there was not an option because you need money.
Yeah.
Do you have money? You need to work. I think full time in Czech Republic. And I also wanted to do bodybuilding.
Yeah, that's quite a lot.
So, and I had no idea what to do. And I said, okay, it will wait. Now I will focus on sports, on bodybuilding.
So you stopped the university and you just...
Yeah.
you stayed in Prague?
I stayed in Prague. I quit the university. And I started focusing more on trainings, nutrition, and all this. I found myself a coach. It's a huge story with the coach.
No, but I would like to hear that story.
Yeah.
Well, how did your parents take that when you said, look, we got to stop this university thing because we can't afford it?
Like,
Were they
really
disappointed?
Like, we didn't even talk.
Really? God.
I had lots of problems with it. But I believed.
But what I'm trying to understand, though, from what did they expect you to do? Because you're in this situation where you're trying your best. You're going to university. Like, any money that you have, you put towards studying. And obviously, you're there to study. You're not there to make money. at that point in time.
Yeah.
So why were they
Well,
mad?
because I changed the plans.
Their
Ma-
plans.
Yeah, I guess. But again, I believed, I felt that it was no good to stay in Bulgaria because it was a small town. It was Blagoevgrad, not many job opportunities. So and I said, okay, maybe I should go to Europe, center of Europe, right? And I will have Schengen. I will have the opportunity to travel around, just more opportunities. I didn't know which, I knew it's center of Europe. It's much better than far away somewhere in Bulgaria, in a little village again. See? So Prague, at least I believe that there would be more job opportunities for students.
Yeah.
It
But
was still hard.
you had no idea what it is that you would, I guess you would have taken any job at that point.
Well, the only job would be what? Handing over flyers, or at that time, 2015, 16, it was really, now it's much easier to get a job as a student, I think. But at that time it was impossible. I looked through every opportunity. So, but no.
What year was this? I'm trying to think like how big of a thing social media was.
I think I opened my account in 2015.
What the
Instagram.
Interesting. Yeah, because when I
think 2016 even.
I finished university and it was, oh God, was it 2000? I was 20. Whatever year that was, 2010? No, 2011? Is that right?
I have a brain fog now.
It's probably right.
Don't ask me to go.
Anyway, yeah, so at that point in time, I basically failed my degree. I passed it. I scraped pass. I got
You what?
So I scraped a pass. That means I just got a pass. I just got a degree. But it was nothing to brag about because with such a bad grade, I would not be able to work for these big companies, which is basically what my dad wanted me to do. That's what he did. He wanted me to do.
Well,
So he was quite
relatable.
he was quite disappointed. He was like, "Well, what are you going to do now? Because nobody's going to want to hire you with these trash results." And I was like, "Oh, well, I'll figure it out." And obviously, at that point in time, I had no idea that I would pursue this career in weightlifting, coaching, bodybuilding. It probably wasn't until 2 years later that I actually became a personal trainer. And then the social media thing really started to take off. But I was probably like you. I was just as passionate going to the gym, wanting to be in shape.
Yeah.
As soon as I was 17, I remember walking into a gym and I just thought, I want to be big.
When did you start again?
17 years
17.
old.
Oh.
You were 16.
16.
Yeah. Did you notice yourself? Were you growing pretty quick?
I haven't even noticed because I already was doing all this sports. So I was already toned, muscular. For a girl, 16 years old. I didn't notice much of a difference. So.
Until.
What?
How long were you natural for?
I think in 2016, like as soon as I found a coach in Prague, when I decided, the university is a side, right? So bodybuilding now. I found a coach.
How do you find how? How?
I think I went to the gym and I met a guy and he has a girlfriend. They trained me for a little bit and then they gave me the content of their coach, like community.
Okay.
So
did you have to pay them?
Yes, I had to. I think maybe in the beginning I didn't have to. I don't remember. A long time. So yes, I expressed my willing to compete, and they told me, okay, but I need to train because I was what, 20 at that time. They told me to wait a year at least.
Yeah,
Huh?
20 is quite young to compete.
Yes,
Yeah.
and to start the cycle. So they told me that I need to wait to do my best in the gym, which I did, and then I started like a year later.
What did you get on?
Hmm?
What did you do? What was it that they told you to do?
I started not. I don't remember, was it them or that coach? So different trainings and a cycle. Yes, I started a cycle.
What was the cycle?
That was horrible. My first experience.
Get you on the trend.
I don't even remember. I had all cocktail. Like there was a
They
cocktail.
just gave you this concoction. They were like, take
Come on,
and grow.
I was young.
No, but I'm curious. I want to know like what was going through your mind when you were doing this.
I thought that I will take it and I will be the next Olympia. Yes, which didn't happen.
So you wanted to get that big.
Not that big. Like Larissa. I still had in mind Larissa, okay?
I'm gonna get a picture of her up so I can look at her. Carry on.
So
What's the second name?
Larissa Reis. She is the founder of Protein House.
Larissa Ray.
Reis. I hope I pronounced it correctly.
Oh, there she is.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so she's not that big. She's like...
Well, at that time, for my age,
She's pretty hot.
in my eyes, she was like big.
Is she American?
I think she's half Brazilian. Yes, lives in America.
Don't you think Brazilians have the craziest physique? Brazilian females?
Depends
Yes.
which. I love Juliana Malacarne. She was my was and is idol. But I found out about her later.
Okay.
So Larissa was the first.
So anyway, you wanted to look like her, and you believed that if you took this concoction of...
Yes. Like my first experience was horrible because of the coach. And well, I was to blame.
Well, not
as well.
really. You're so young. Like, how would you know any better?
Yeah, but you know what? Some people.
I think it's the coach's fault.
Yes.
Like this is the thing I'm getting annoyed about is
Well, he was selling it, of course, to me.
if you're a coach, you have a responsibility to not completely destroy the person that you're training or be irresponsible and just be like, oh yeah, take this, take that. Like, let's not worry about the side effects or the consequences, but you're gonna look great.
I had no idea.
What were your the side effects from the first round?
Everything was good in the beginning, but the side effect would be, I don't remember when the first time I actually started experiencing side effects, but I think the worst one, like the water retention, like with round face, horrible. Acne. But I am predisposed to acne anyways, so.
So that just like makes it twice as bad.
Yes. But the worst, in my opinion, was hair loss.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had like this long hair.
Hair loss?
Just at one point I was like...
From everywhere? Like coming off your head?
Yeah.
So your hair was really thin?
Like I lost maybe 50%.
Wow.
I think. If I'm not exaggerating, of course. But yes, I had long. It took me 4 years to...
Grow it back? What the hell was that you were on? Oh my
I don't know.
God.
Well...
But did you get jacked though, most importantly? You started to get big.
Yeah. I was doing 90 kilos chest press for 6 reps.
That's pretty good.
So I think I could do 100 for one easy because it was 6, like 90 kilos.
Was that when you experienced the fastest growth? Like when you got the biggest in the shortest period of time?
I think yes. Because I have
You don't remember what it was though. You don't remember the exact name of the thing that you were
of the
taking.
things.
Yeah. Just so we can make sure that nobody is going to be taking that. Anyone listening
Yeah,
to this.
I believe that women should not. I mean, it doesn't make any sense to take, for example, test. I had it, and I was.
You had a test.
I was with the first time when he gave it to me. I was like, I had a feeling, but again, 20 years old, and
20 years old. That's so crazy.
I had a feeling, but I trusted him.
Oh.
Okay, a lot. But yes, I guess he was just selling stuff to me.
Oh my God.
So
what an absolute scumbag.
So test, Winstrol, Dianabol.
All
I
at
think
once.
this is the worst, like test and
all at the
Dianabol.
same time.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Now I'm
How did that make you feel? Might be like, obviously, you're probably the strongest ever, the biggest ever. You were experiencing side effects like the hair loss.
Well, as soon as
acne,
this started,
the water retention.
Yeah, as soon as this started, like I know some people would just carry on, right? Me, I said no.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I started going to the doctors. I was paying him for coaching me and the stuff. And when I started seeing all this, I don't know if it was like on time or not, but I stopped and I said, okay. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. So he was preparing me for the competition in Czech Republic. So, and when the day came,
You were 21? 20?
yeah,
21?
yeah. So, like you have to go to the for the assessment, right? So there were judges. I was writing him asking what I'm supposed to eat, drink the day before and on the day. He was not responding. He was somewhere in Spain or something. So he didn't give them, obviously. And on that day, I met the coaches, right? Not coaches, judges. So they didn't let me pass, probably because they saw, I don't know, maybe I was not ready yet. I lost lots of muscles, by the way, when I was shredding with him. So all that was for nothing, basically. So I lost all of my muscles because the diet was really harsh.
Do you remember how many calories? Probably not a lot.
I remember it's like cucumbers and chicken. So it's horrible. Or actually rice crackers or something.
Yeah, rice
Anyway,
cakes.
rice
Old-fashioned rice cakes.
So the judge, the main judge, he told me, like they didn't let me pass. And then later on I was upset, really upset. I almost cried. So, and later on he approaches me and he asked me like, who is coaching you? I was like, that guy. And he was like, oh, I know him.
Oh.
Everybody goddamn knew him and nobody told me a thing about him. Like everybody
knew,
wish somebody
everybody knew who he was.
Yes.
But nobody had warned you that this was not
No.
a good coach.
No.
Yeah.
So, and after that, he gave me another contact of a couple, Olga and Konstantin Zhelamsky. They live in Prague as well. So he told me to start training with them. And that was the best decision I've made. So that was like the prep was totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
The health priority, like, I mean, you can, if I show you the pictures when I was with that guy and with them, it's, I had a huge difference, development. So.
But they still, did they have you taking something with them?
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's like, I don't know, 80% less.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
So it's and besides it's like more focus on recovery, food, and the right program, training program. So
So what, from that experience, what advice do you have to the young women
Women?
who are aspiring to be in good shape and to want to compete someday?
To compete. Well, if you want to do it just for yourself, you don't need stuff.
Yeah.
Obviously, if you want to compete, well, everybody, man, even people who don't compete take it. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to do the competitions, yes.
You know what's fascinating though? You don't have the characteristics of a female who takes PEDs. Like you don't have a manly face. You don't have a deep voice.
I guess I was lucky.
You're very lucky because I mean obviously I've come across a lot of women who do train very hard and they're very big, and obviously in Dubai, B1 gym, it's full of them, but they all have like it's like a very deep raspy voice, and it's like, whoa, that's so weird.
Well, maybe because, well, the steroid, the thing is when people start taking it, it's also psychological. You get used to, being driven, ego, motivation, right? I know this.
Yeah.
I do cycles. I'm not on one big cycle all year round. In the beginning, it was really hard to kind of, let it go. Do you have the breaks?
Yeah.
Like now I have a break.
Because you feel smaller, you
Yeah,
feel
I'm
weaker,
small,
less motivated.
bigger as fuck.
Yeah.
But I made my peace with that.
Yeah.
I convinced myself that it's just part of it, part of the journey. So, and without having breaks, like I would not be, I would not look the way I am, like when I'm on my cycle, how to say that? I'm still big, right? I retain the size.
Yeah. But this is the thing, like to me, we first met in, was it March or April this year?
It was right before, I think it was after people.
Yeah. And
April.
you still look very big. Like
April?
No, I'm saying now you still look big.
Oh, now?
Yeah, like you haven't lost any size in your legs, I don't think.
Well, now it's different because
your skin is clearer.
Well, the skin, yeah. But when I eat sugar, it doesn't matter anyways. If you're on cycle or off, it's still, I have this outbreaks from sugar. What I was saying, when you're on cycle, so the problem, right? You asked me about women having deep voices and stuff. I do breaks. Maybe that's the secret, okay? And I made my peace with, that I will not look the same as when I'm on cycle, right? Because on cycle, you always pumped, right? But the most interesting thing is now when I'm off the cycle, it's different than the previous times. I retain the size and it's not that difficult for me to come back, to bounce back when I start the cycle again. So, and yeah, you have always to battle, to fight. Like the only pump you get is when you're in the gym, when you're natural, okay?
Yeah.
And then it's like,
yes,
it's gone.
Welcome to my world. You just miss walking around pumped all the time.
Huh?
You miss walking around pumps all the time.
Yeah.
Do you?
But it's kind of nice, you don't feel tense.
Yeah. Is this the time that you've been off? Have you not wanted to post on social media because you feel like you're not big like you normally are?
Yeah. Yeah, like not good enough or something. But I still post because people don't know how it works.
Yeah.
And they start judging, telling, oh, why did you lose your muscle? They don't know, that the muscle is there. As soon as, and besides, I didn't work out.
Are people really going to be saying to you, "Oh,
Oh yeah,
why
like
have
where
you
are your
lost?"
muscles? Like
Really?
yes, they don't know how
So
it works. So
you get the people who are commenting saying, "Ah, you're too big, blah blah blah. You like a man, whatever," and then you got people who are saying, "Oh, you've lost your muscle. You look
yeah,
small."
yeah, they just
Basically, the moral of the story is you cannot please everyone.
yes,
Everybody always has a problem. That
true.
is,
That's why I do. I think I should post like again, make my peace with that, and post more, make more posts when I'm off cycle,
yeah.
which is
I think you just share your story with people.
mm,
I mean, just say to people like, "Hey, I've been off cycle for a while. This is why I'm off cycle. This is how I look." People will.
yeah.
I think you'll
That's
get
the
respect for
secret.
that. You'll get respect for that.
For what?
For
Exactly.
just sharing with your audience.
Yeah, my experience like
Yeah,
regarding
and what you're doing, like why you're off. This is how you look when you're off. I think people will appreciate that.
that's a good idea.
Yeah, especially I think people like to see your the vulnerable side of someone, particularly if there's someone with
Oh,
millions of
that
followers.
might be difficult
Why?
because um because maybe it's psychological aspect of this
Mm.
because I had to be strong all my life. So
So you don't want to show
yeah,
that you're weak.
yes.
Mm.
Maybe that's why I actually started doing bodybuilding. That's what my therapist told me.
Really?
Yeah,
How long have you had the therapist for?
for a year.
Yeah.
So he actually told me that it might be because I was liking from both sides. So
Which
like
sides?
mother father. So and
Really?
that's my way to like to combine it.
What, they weren't showing you enough love?
No, not love, but time.
Mm.
I think attention time.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what the therapist told me. Like, yeah, that's my way to kind of combine the feminine and masculine in one.
That's interesting. I think there's more people should probably go to therapy. I should probably go to therapy. There's I have lots of problems. Sure, lots of people have lots of problems.
Yeah, I highly recommend it, by the way.
Yeah. I guess you just got to find someone who is actually a genuinely good therapist.
Or usually you can get therapy. Like my advice, if you have friends who work with them, you should ask them. You know, not like to look somewhere else, but like I found mine through my friend.
Yeah.
She recommended me,
Yeah.
and I loved it.
I think especially for men, it's to go to therapy is like a sign of weakness and that there's something wrong with
Yeah,
you.
which shouldn't be.
Yeah.
I don't understand
And
why.
I think it's in today's world there's more people that are feeling more alone than ever before, living like very isolated lives. Everything's on social media, but maybe they don't have a strong group of friends to talk to and share their problems with.
True. Ironic, isn't it?
I'm the type of guy I bottle everything up, all my emotions and anything
Oh, you should
that's
not
going
do
wrong.
this.
I just hold it all in.
No,
And-
you should cry. You should
Yeah, but
be vulnerable. It's all right.
because of my how I grew up and the things that I went through, I never spoke to anybody about my problems, and I just held it in, and it was a bad thing because it would lead to very explosive outbursts.
Like what?
Nothing
You
violent.
would
Like
hit your wife?
no, I'd just break.
come on.
I would break down crying.
Cry?
Yeah.
It's all right.
It would usually, if I had a few drinks, and it would like open the floodgates to the emotion. But then when I got sober, well, after the night out or whatever, and I was sober, it would be like, okay, we store everything back inside and don't tell anybody again.
Man, go to therapy.
Yeah, maybe.
It will help.
I think it definitely will do. I think I'm at a point now, I'm 33. I think I've finally I've figured a lot of the things out, and I'm very happy with who I am now.
Mm-hmm.
But I think relationship therapy is interesting.
Relationship therapy?
Yeah. Like we need just to talk to someone about maybe the relationship you're in, or if you've been in a relationship for a long time and you want to keep it strong and not have problems. I think it could be quite good to maybe speak to a therapist.
Well, yes. That's
Yeah.
why actually I'm doing that.
What
So that not to...
fuck up your relationship.
Yes.
What are you normally like in relationships? Are you quite do you take on like the masculine role? Are you not very emotional?
I told you before, I'm both.
Yeah.
So, but I'm holding my horses when I'm a little bit too pushy or something.
Mm.
That's why I do the therapy, you know. He helps me to point out where the problem is so that I'm not too much.
Yeah.
Because I know that in the relationship, the man, you know, you're the man.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I'm bigger than you or something, you know, or make, I don't know, or busier or like, I don't know how to explain it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you ever encountered that. What if you had a girl who makes more than you or looks, well, not big, but also muscular?
Mm.
See?
Yeah, I've never been with a woman who's bigger than me. That's quite hard. But yeah, and I don't think, I'm trying to think. When I was younger, of course, I dated older women that were making more money than me, and that felt, I didn't like that. Like I almost was like,
Ego?
yeah, I was like, I don't like this. Like I don't want to be in a position where my partner's earning more than me. So that was that motivated
What if you
me.
make just enough for yourself or both of you? I mean,
I think it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I think it's fine. But for me personally, I wouldn't be comfortable unless I was.
what if she makes more than you, but you're the leader in the relationship?
But I'm the leader.
Yeah, like the nature of your relationship is not defined by who is making more.
I think it'd be all right. But let's say, for example, if I was in a situation where I was making 10 million a year, good money. I'm successful. I'm doing well. But she's making 50 million. I'd be okay with that, I think.
So, see?
I think as long as I'm earning a certain amount, I would be comfortable with dating someone like that. It would be interesting though, because if like me, if I was dating somebody who was like a super famous movie star and had loads of money and had like loads of fame and had loads of guys who were like better than me hitting on it, that would be an interesting experience. I don't know how I would take that. I think it would certainly motivate me to be better. Like constantly every day I would be working to be better so that I could get closer to her level. But I think I would be...
Really? You think that's what she would need?
No, she wouldn't need it. I'm just saying that's how I would... It doesn't matter what she needs or wants. That's how I would react.
Okay.
What about you? Would you date a guy who is smaller than you?
Well, I'm past, like, it's more than looks now. Way more.
It used to be just all about looks.
Huh?
Before, it used to be very physical.
It helped, but...
We've had the conversation before. We discussed your past partners, and they weren't very nice young men, were they?
Not really nice. That's to put it softly.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. So now it's more than looks. It's like peace, respect, loyalty, you know, all these nice human things. Real human.
Yeah.
You know.
You've got a good guy now. He seems like a really nice guy.
Yeah. So, yep. Um,
I feel like
I'm always like, oh my God, please don't fuck it up.
who you
Yes.
or him, but I don't feel like you do anything to fuck it up though. At least from what I can observe, you're very respectful on social media.
Yeah.
You show him, you don't hide him,
No, why would I?
and you're not. I guess maybe the only thing would be the OnlyFans thing.
Well,
He's cool with that.
well, it existed before, so
So
I cannot just.
him coming into a relationship, it's like he has to accept that that's something you're going to do.
As I said, it existed before, right? It's my history. So it's not something that I can just cut this pipe, right? Because it helps me, it feeds me, and so on. But I want to move away from that. Not because I have a boyfriend now, but because I had that plan long time ago. So
Changing the image. Yeah.
So yeah.
So yeah,
I think I'm not. Huh?
Let's talk about this. I'm curious to know. So, how did you? Obviously, you are at university. You were struggling for money. The situation was terrible.
Yeah.
Was it at this point that you discovered OnlyFans?
No.
No.
You'll be making edits, right? Right?
I'll no, I'll be respectful. I'm not making any edits. You don't want this to be chopped up in the wrong way.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, well, yes, I was struggling a lot in Prague. I was lucky, really, really lucky. Otherwise, I would be on the street, like 100%. Or come back to Russia, which was more terrifying.
Yeah.
That time. So, no offense, but I found out about webcam.
Oh.
Yes. And oh my God, it just saved me. I actually, I was actually doing university at that time, but it was not enough. Like my time, like university, it's full time.
Yeah.
Like totally
Yeah,
full time. And I needed money. And I wanted to do bodybuilding. So I decided to, put aside the university and focus more on training and working. So I found out about webcam. Really like also, thank God. So I was able to stay in Prague to get all my documents right. I was making somewhat money, enough to live and to improve myself. Like I was able to afford the coach. Yes, apartment, food. You know how expensive it is, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, you
Especially
competed, right?
Bodybuilding. Yeah.
So supplements, food, a coach, personal training sometimes with the coach, and all that. So yeah, I did the webcam, and then I think I had the first subscription-based platform that I learned about was Patreon.
Patreon, yeah.
Yes, but it was not making much money. It was really complicated at the time.
What was it? What was the company that hosted the webcam shows? How does it even work? I don't know how the webcam works. If somebody finds you, and it's
There is
like,
a
I want to speak to this person,
Yeah,
and then
it's all fetish based.
yeah.
But sometimes there were people like they could, oh my God, they
Was
could talk.
Was this before Instagram?
I think yes.
So how do people find you? I understand.
It's a platform.
I understand why people would want to speak to you.
You go online and the platform looks for the people.
Okay.
It's basically everybody knows about this platform.
And then they search for
Yes.
the women.
Yes. Yes.
And how much is a call? How much is 10 minutes with Vlad?
Oh my God, I don't remember. But
Come
it
on,
was good enough so that I could get by. Because I tried, believe me, I tried many things before. It's not like, I was sitting and waiting for the job to come. No, I tried many things to get a job, but
yeah,
it was impossible, especially when I didn't speak English even.
yeah.
English, and I didn't speak Czech.
Hmm.
So it was good enough. That's actually, you know what? I must tell that webcam helped me, first of all, language, because only English speaking people. So, weirdos. Mm. So my English just leveled up a lot.
I bet you
And
knew all the dirty words very quickly.
yes. And then
Are you communicating like your voice, or is it all keyboard?
sometimes it depends on I think some chats would not allow to speak, only typing. Well, anyways, I was saying English leveled up, and like my sexual side, because I was really
Frigid.
frigid, really because raised in Russia, really
Cold.
cold, really not sexually educated, not really free, So yeah, it helped
That's
in
interesting.
that case. So I got more comfortable with my feminine side and with my sexuality.
Yeah.
So 100%.
That's interesting. I would have never have thought that. So it
Because
came.
there's so
there was
many
some
people-
good things that came with it.
So many people, like when I was in school, right? I was always, I was not popular. There were always popular girls, who matured faster than me. I didn't have breasts. I didn't have, well, still don't. I have pecs. I have pecs now.
You got pecs now.
Yes. So, long hair, done nails. I was a tomboy, remember?
Yeah, yeah.
So, eyelashes, rich girls. So,
Yeah, it would
I
have
didn't
been
have,
very
and all
difficult
the attention
on them.
for these girls. But here, I was on the spotlight, and everybody was making compliments. Oh, you're so beautiful, this and that. And when I was fed this all the time, my confidence grew. So yes, my sexual side flourished. So as I said, yes, it helped me to
Come out of your shell a little
Yes.
bit. Yeah.
yes. Oh yeah.
And then when did OnlyFans come about?
I had Patreon, as I told you, also subscription based, but it's more complicated and not really flexible with how you can make money, unfortunately. But it helped me to get by. And the OnlyFans, I knew about it. Actually, I knew about it, but I never opened it because I didn't believe that I could make money there. But
You thought nobody would subscribe to you.
yes.
Wow.
Well, actually, after that, I had like in stages, first webcam, good money, but then there was another webcam, like I left that one. There was another one, particularly for muscular women. Like that one, I learned about my sexual side, yes. But that one actually allowed me, because I was facing lots of hate when I started doing bodybuilding. Like, oh, you're a girl, you're not supposed to have muscles and stuff.
Yeah.
But on that website, there were men who loved women only with muscles.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my God.
yeah.
And there were more money, even
yeah.
more money. So, and after that, yes, I discovered about OnlyFans. So see, it's like from the beginning, all the money was from this industry. So But I was smart enough to
Well, yeah, we'll get
To
onto
save
that.
up?
I want to know more about OnlyFans because this is so interesting.
what?
So I don't know how it works. When did you first open it?
What is it? 2023.
Yeah,
March 2000.
last year. Was it last year?
Yes, yes.
And how much did you make in the first month?
Hmm?
How much money did you make the first month?
No, not a lot.
What, not a lot. Okay.
Not a lot, but only the first.
Yeah. When did it start to make like
After third,
the third month?
yes,
Where
because
did-
it was March, April when I went to FIBO.
So it
And
was
when
like
it exploded,
Actually,
so
yeah,
my OnlyFans
yeah.
exploded at the same time.
That was this year or last year? This year.
When
I
was
think it was this
FIBO?
year. I think it was this year.
No, I think I had OnlyFans longer than that.
Because I feel like you
yes.
blew up on social media earlier this year,
Yes.
and I would imagine a lot of those people who came onto your Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you had your link to OnlyFans,
Yes.
so they would go to OnlyFans and then
I should have advertised it for more
what?
because I was a little bit shy. Like lots of new people,
Yeah,
but I didn't advertise it.
yeah.
I should have advertised
Well,
more.
I mean, to be honest, I think they would
Could
have.
double.
If you have even the slightest amount of common sense, you would probably be like, I wonder if this girl has OnlyFans. And then, like, trust me, a lot of men are dirty dogs.
Oh god.
They will do their research.
So yeah, during that time, people, and then I was in Dubai for collabs. So yeah, this like last summer was spring and summer.
Yeah.
Lit.
I should have actually put a link in the video we did. Because that workout video's got like over 2 million views. So I could have just put the OnlyFans link there. Drive all the traffic there. You could have got a little bit of commission. Hey, why did we not do that?
I don't know. Lit.
Is it difficult like running an OnlyFans page? Because I don't know. As far as I know, you just upload content specifically to that platform, and that's that. Or do you need to reply to people?
I think the hardest is to reply to people. Like this is the
How the hell are you
hardest.
supposed to reply to thousands of people?
You get help,
Yeah,
but I'm controlling like everything.
you're supervising it. Yeah,
But I do it myself as well. But
yeah.
it's lots of work.
Very interesting. I mean, to the fact that it's being able to take so many people out of poverty, I think it's a good thing.
Oh my God, yes. You know, lots of people judge and don't realize that, thank God, such thing exists. Because yes, as you mentioned, different people with different backgrounds, circumstances, what if they need it?
Yeah,
As you said, to bring them out of poverty.
yeah. I mean, there's so many. Like, imagine if you're a beautiful woman, you brought up in a third world country, and your situation is like really bad.
Well, that's
Your
actually
desperate
what happened.
situation. You have your whole family that are struggling, and there is this option for you to open an account and make a lot of money, help everybody out. But at what cost? Like, do you feel like there is? What are the negative side effects from doing it OnlyFans?
That, well, you get used to, yeah, I wouldn't call it easy money.
It is.
Because
I would.
I don't know, because the girl that works with me, and she works with other girls as well, I am like in 1.1% who actually make that much.
The top 1%.
Like less. So you still need,
You need a
well,
team.
if you say it's easy money, I mean, depends. You can make 1,000. That's what people make usually. 1,000,
A month.
2,000.
Yeah.
Yes, like a side business.
Yeah.
But if you're really invested,
You get like 100,000 a month.
oh, you can make that easy.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that at that point, if you're making over $50,000 a month, I
Like-
would say that's good money.
The difficulty is to be noticed, to bring the people, because if you have Instagram, I don't know, 5,000 people there, how much money
Yeah.
you'll make. But me, my work, why I'm battling you, saying that it's not easy money, because I invested so much time into building
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
So you cannot ignore that.
Yeah.
Right? You know, when you're dying in the gym, training, getting in the shape, maybe with other women, especially when I'm not doing anything crazy there.
Yeah.
Like I do light, okay?
Yeah.
So it's harder to attract people. So you have to be a freak, right? So
Well, I think there's definitely there's a demand for it. Like there
Oh,
is,
yes.
there's a lot of guys.
come on, there's a special webcam website for
Yeah.
that. For muscular women.
I think a lot of guys probably wouldn't admit it that they like it,
True.
but deep down they really like it. Like it turns them on. Maybe like being dominated by a bigger girl. The thought of that really turns them on.
I guess. What about you? I know there's something in there.
What turns me on? We're not going to talk about that. But I understand. Like it makes complete sense. I don't blame you. Like it's, why the hell not? I think the only issue would be is if you were to do it, and then because you do it, that prevents you from meeting or being with the type of guy that you really want to be with. Do you know what I mean? So like there could be like your ideal man, future husband, and he's like, oh my God, you're so amazing, I love you. And then he finds out, oh, she's got OnlyFans, and then he'll be like, no, I can't do it.
Well, I think it has something to do with his ego.
Yeah. But there is,
I think it's
there's,
not my problem.
yeah, there's some guys like that. But I mean, you
Then
found
he's not my guy.
yeah, exactly. And you found a guy who he doesn't mind. He accepts it.
If I were to do it all my life, I think I wouldn't want it for myself.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, but I have a plan.
Yeah.
I had such a guy. He was with me, then we split because he was asking, and what's next, and when enough is enough. But I had a plan. He just didn't wait
Long enough.
enough. But now I'm switching. I've got what I wanted.
You've been smart with your money. Like you, unlike a lot of people who have OnlyFans, they spend it on silly things.
Is that what you heard? Like you know it for sure? I'm just curious myself.
I've seen it. Like I've seen a lot of female influencers who have OnlyFans are just buying luxury bags, spending it on like just ridiculous things.
I have a bag.
Basically, they're not. A lot of them are not spending it wisely. Like you've purchased 2 apartments with that money, which is smart.
Yeah, I have home, my dream home, which I was dreaming about since, I don't know, since I got to Prague. I got that, car, the basics. Basic. I have shelter. Okay, thank God. So, and another shelter. This is, just for renting.
Yeah.
So, the bags, it just came to my mind. I have a bag since 2015. It's all ripped.
A designer
And
bag. Oh no,
Adidas bag,
Adidas
but it's
bag.
my favorite.
Yeah.
It's been everywhere
Yeah.
where I traveled, and it's just already ripped and like there are no parts of it. You know, I'm good with this.
Yeah, you're not the type of person that like cares about luxury, materialistic things.
No. Things, no. Doesn't make me any happier. I like
Did you buy something nice and just thought, I don't care. This doesn't make me happy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had like shoes, I think, shirts, and then I was like, oh my God, I would rather go, buy something cheaper, black and white or simple, and same effect.
Yeah. Maybe that has something to do with your upbringing, and you just know the value of money.
Some people still have some people keep buying this stuff, this shit, and some go the other way, like me, just simple. Of course, I have nice clothes, but these clothes I usually wear for years. Like I have something nice, not a huge variety, but this is my favorite. I will wear it. I don't have this problem, okay? I cannot go to the party in the same dress that I went in the last time,
Okay.
I will go in the same dress because I think
it does seem silly to buy
the
something
body is...
to buy something once and never wear it again.
Hmm.
It seems ridiculous. Yet that's what we all do.
When you have good athletic body, right? You can wear anything. It will look good on you.
That's why I like plain t-shirts. Because the physique shows through the t-shirt. Like I don't need need any big logos or pictures to show. Like I would rather show the physique. And you can't really see the physique as much when there's all this crazy stuff going on. And I don't want to give any other brands any attention, really.
Yeah, me too. Well, this is my favorite. It's my favorite.
Burton.
They don't have any plain ones, unfortunately, like without logos. But people still ask me all the time, is it Britain? I said, no, it's Burton.
You should sign a deal with them.
Ah?
You should get a sponsorship from them. So your plan is you want to move away from doing that. You've done what you've needed to do. You've got yourself out of the messy situation. You purchased 2 properties. You living all right? Did you send any money back home?
Huh?
Did you send any money back home to the family?
Oh, yes, of course.
Yeah. Were they happy?
Yes.
Did they know how?
Russia.
Did they know how?
Not in the beginning, but then my mom,
who took it worse?
Huh?
Who was?
I think only
most
my mom
unhappy?
knows.
Only your mum knows.
And my sis, I guess.
Okay. Just got to make sure that Dad does not watch this podcast. Okay, nobody send it to him, all right?
No, I'm happy that I can help because I didn't help only my family but my friends.
That's good. But does it get to the point where they keep asking you now, like, "Hey, Vlada, I need some more money."
It was, and then I said, "Hold up."
Yeah.
I just...
Isn't that weird how you do something nice and just be like, "Hey, I just want to help you out," and they're like, "Oh, thank you," and then they're like, "Can I have more?" I have a few.
If it's family, I have my boundaries.
Yeah.
I have my boundaries. I see if they can do without, let's say, PlayStation.
Yeah.
Then, or maybe I will wait a little bit and then, I just need to, to be this, not like hard to get, but to show the boundaries, that you cannot just ask me and then I give it.
Yeah. That's a difficult situation. I can't say I've ever really had to experience that, thankfully, but I do know a lot of people who have poor families, poor parents, who just constantly expect to get money off their
such too.
kid. And I know that might seem weird, but in a lot of cultures, that's actually quite normal. I think in South America, it's very normal. So the parents provide for the kids, and then at a certain age, the roles reverse, and then the kids has to provide for the parents. Like that's
Yes.
normal in some places.
I know. But the thing is, I believe that I help as much as I can. So that it's not, I think I'm not where I want to be yet financially. So I can help as much as I can now. Like I brought my family to Dubai this time.
That's nice.
You know, like for the first time, like my father, I brought him Norway, Czech Republic, you know, just to show something. My mom, first time abroad.
Really?
Yes, first time.
This trip? Never left Russia.
No.
That is so crazy.
That's why I decided to bring them, because there is no need a visa for them.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
And my two nephews, first time. These bastards are lucky at this age to fly somewhere. And it's really annoying. Like, you know, I showed them the
wheel.
The wheel, yes, the infinity pool, and they're like,
Yeah, they're not impressed.
Huh? You know, yes. They want to play on the phone or something, or the pool. I was like, oh my God, I wish I had this opportunity at this age. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it could be a life-changing experience for them if they just put their phone away and just look around and take it in. That's why I'm very glad when I was younger, mobile phones weren't a thing.
Huh?
Mobile phones were not a thing.
I
remember being on the school bus and having my first mobile phone. It was like black and white. There was no camera. It had a little joystick. It was like a Sony
joystick.
It was a Sony Ericsson T68i.
Yeah, I know that one.
Yeah, and it was nice because nobody was ever on their phones. Everybody was just like present with everyone.
Yes,
and nothing was caught on camera ever, which was kind of good, but also, I guess, bad because you missed out on like memories and stuff.
So yeah.
But it's nice that you brought them here, and it's their first.
Yeah, it was difficult, but like when one person travels, it's easier. But when you have to pay for everybody, it's. I said, okay, you know, I traveled everywhere, so I have this opportunity. Like, I still think I don't have enough. I need to work more to provide. But then I'm like, oh my God, my father is like 60. So, you know, it's now or never.
Yeah.
Because they get older.
How does it work in Russia? Is there a pension? Or they just have to live off what they have saved?
You know how much is the pension?
In Russia?
$300 a month.
How much?
$300 a month.
Oof.
Yeah, and my father, he changed jobs here and there. It's really difficult to there. Or, like this time, I think they delayed salaries by 3 months. Like 3 months salary, they hold it.
Wow.
I'm happy that my parents have a house where they can live, you know, and the car.
So some of the people there, they literally have just run out of money. Because a lot of people in Russia or that area will, I imagine, just have no money because they have to wait. They've been waiting 3 months for their pension to come through.
No, that's salary I told you about.
Salary.
Salary.
Okay.
The pension, like my mom gets the pension.
Okay.
My father is not old enough to get the pension yet.
So his salary is 300.
Yes. His salary is delayed by 3 months. Like,
oof. Okay.
3 months salary, they didn't pay yet.
Yeah.
So
it's difficult.
But it is, especially there.
Yeah.
And that it's a small, like, what job? Because the thing is, it's south. We have 2 seas there, right? So all the Moscow, St. Petersburg, like all that part comes to us through our, especially the Crimea now, open. So they go there, they pass our peninsula, and the prices, they make the prices high, like crazy high. Salaries are local, but the prices for food, that's outrageous.
So I mean, I guess a good thing now is you're in a situation where, thankfully, down to social media, you're in a very good position. I mean, especially
I'm
at
trying.
this year, your Instagram has blown up. You have your YouTube as well, some other platforms. So I guess you're at a point now. You said you wanted to transition. You want to move away from doing the OnlyFans. You want to.
Yeah, I think I got what I wanted. I'll still be doing it because I cannot just cut, you know. I still have responsibilities. And yes, I wanted to change because, like, I feel like I'm ready.
Yeah.
It's always been like this. Like I did cam, I quit, right? Because I felt ready. Okay, now I can do something different with the OnlyFans, the Patreon. Not much there, of course. But yes, I quit one webcam, second, and now the OnlyFans. But I want to do it slowly.
There's going to be a lot of disappointed men if they hear this news.
They have all photos. So
guys, you better sign up now.
by the way,
only a couple months
deal.
left.
Yes. So yes, now I want to be more focused on trainings.
Which is your main passion. Cool.
Yes, but as I told you before, I always thought, you know, it's always intertwined how things happen. I started with this industry, right? It's difficult to learn to do something different, right? And I was lucky that it actually blew out, that it was really nice. Because some people start and they have nothing. So
you have to basically like you reinvent yourself. You move away from one thing, do something else, rebrand.
I like it. I like learning. So yeah, I just want to, I don't know, rebrand or something, which I think is possible. Because why I did that is because I always thought that I'm not good enough to teach people, you know, in terms of fitness trainings.
But you know what though? Like we trained together in earlier this year, and you know what you're talking about. Like that was a very good session. Like I was very sore after that. Like you don't mess around.
No.
Like you know what you're doing. I think it's just a matter of being able to share the knowledge you have with other people. And of course, it'll be difficult because English is not your native language. Like that, I can never imagine how difficult it must be to try and
in the beginning
translate everything from what language I would speak to something else.
In the beginning, you mean, right? Because now I'm not translating. That's the way I think.
Yeah.
So, but yes, in the beginning it was really difficult. Maybe that was also part of the reason why I didn't start with trainings, because, you know, most of the people would judge and say, oh, you could have done that, you could have done this. Please, you don't know my circumstances. And it's always, what is it? Hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah. Well, the way I always approached it was I procrastinated for a while because I never thought I was good enough.
See,
no, like, I think
got me.
Most people never think they're good enough. I think that you should just get started. I mean, if you're on social media and you have no idea what you're talking about, okay, that's a problem. You should probably go and actually learn about something and develop a skill. And then once you're good at it, then you can start teaching people. I don't think you should talk about stuff you don't understand, but you have been training for a very long time. You understand a lot. So you are at a point where you could for sure teach people, but you don't have to say, this is how you do it. Just say, this is how I like to do it. Like this is my approach, and
Yeah, that's what I do.
nobody can ever give you shit for saying this is the way you like to do something, because it's the way you like to do it.
Yes, yeah, that's what I'm actually doing now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also, I have these coaches. I learned a lot from them. And you actually, I believe in what I'm doing, how I do it, because I actually have seen the result.
Yeah.
Like I changed. I think that's why I basically blew up on social media. Like I was big before, you know, I was shredded and stuff, but the last approach, the last way of training, dieting, mindset, you know, all this together, it changed. So I think I can actually yes now teach people. And if I don't know something for sure, I can always ask my coaches who've been doing this forever. So I have confidence now. That's why, that's another reason why I want to
Are you afraid that
move away from OnlyFans.
women would look at you and be like, I don't want to go to the gym because I'm afraid I might get too big? Because that's what, still to this day, I think a lot of women have a fear of being too big or too bulky.
Well, they will not.
Yeah, that's it's so difficult to actually get big. I don't
It's
think they understand
difficult.
it.
It's difficult training. It's well, hormonal, of course. It depends on which photos they were looking at. But they will not be. They will not get that big. Like as I was this summer. So like, yeah, don't worry about that. That's what I would tell.
What?
You'll be toned. You will be strong. Again, depends on. And yes, also you will not get. You might get big. Okay, there are examples. But it will take you 5 years, like this experience, this muscles, you know, to build this muscle density, muscle memory, and all that. So, like, yeah, you have to do this for 5 years at least to get big.
What goals do you have for your physique moving forward now? You say you're having a break, you're off cycle.
Well, I will. I think I will get ready for the FIBO. I want to. I think I will get on a cycle. Just I want to focus on my lower body more this time. You know, with the quads, hams, you know, like more wellness like. So, because I was always struggling with the legs because of my height, I guess. So
It was hard to like fill them out and get them all in proportion. How tall are you?
Stubborn.
5 foot?
5'9".
5'9", yeah.
So the goal, yeah, to be focused more on the well, conditioning as well, conditioning, and yes, this. It's always hard to, you know, because I want legs, and then I was like, oh, I like back too, I like biceps too. I like this proportionate, you know, like a statue like
Yeah.
body. So, but yes, I think more focus will be on the lower body.
I'm having flashbacks when we were training. I remember when I was assisting you doing the pull-ups, and I was just looking at your back, and I just thought, oh my god, this back is so big. Like it was
Seriously?
It was very confusing. I didn't know what was going on.
No.
So you want to get back to that?
Huh?
You want to get back to that level of conditioning?
Yeah, the thing is, I will be big. Like my upper body will be the same as it was in summer. Like I'm not planning to size down because it's really difficult. Like you have basically to starve and train so that you can burn them. And why would you want to do that when you work for that?
Yeah.
So yeah, as I said, lower body, you know, kind of balance it out.
Are you going to stay in Prague?
Maybe December, January, maybe February, March. Dubai,
Hmm.
warm weather.
I think having 2 bases is good.
Hmm?
Having 2 bases,
Yes.
like 1 base, 2 base,
Yeah, I'm
move
thinking
between
about
the
it.
2.
Hmm.
I mean, everybody who's followed me, I always talk about how good this place is for networking and collaborating.
Dubai?
Yeah.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
really
You liked it more this time compared to last time?
yes, it's more chilled,
Yeah.
but mm, I don't know how it's gonna like. But I'm here only for 2 weeks,
Yeah.
so maybe next time I come, it will be longer.
Yeah. When you come for a longer period of time,
Yeah, you
it
have
starts
more.
to not feel like a vacation. It starts to feel like more like home, and you can get like a good routine. I have
Yes.
people that my friends come here and they're like, "Oh my God, I don't know how you live here." And I'm like,
Why?
"What do you mean?" And they're like, "Well, it's just crazy. Like, there's so much going on." Like, and these guys they're going out every single night, going to dinner every night, going to beach clubs. Like every day is like nonstop. And by the end of it, they're exhausted. They have no money,
Mm-hmm.
and they're probably like not being able to train at all. And they're like, "How do you do it?" And I'm like, "Well, I've been here 4 years now. Like
Yeah, like
that stuff
when.
doesn't interest me anymore."
Wait a
I'll-
second. They're like this thing for shorter period
Yeah,
of time.
it's like 1 week.
Ah,
So
well, of course, they're trying to cram everything in 1 week.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I think you've got a good plan. I'm excited to see the new Vlada, what she achieves. I'll be sad to see the OnlyFans go.
huh? What?
I said I'll be sad to see the OnlyFans go.
What? You subscribe?
Absolutely not. I've never subscribed to anyone.
I'm joking.
Uh,
Probably.
I wonder though. I must have some friends that do subscribe, because if you think about how much money some of these people are making from OnlyFans, I'm like, where are all the guys that are paying for this? Where the hell are
Probably
they?
your friend
Yeah, probably. I don't know.
that you're
Hopefully not.
seeing. I don't know. Tomorrow.
Or Chris.
Oh,
Rob.
Chris. Oh, Rob is here.
Lifetime pass.
Mm,
Wow.
it's like probably subscribe. You can subscribe. You know, there is a discount for 3 months.
Come on, guys, get on it. Don't miss out. Black Friday sale. Awesome. Good. That was a good chat. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much for coming down.
Welcome.
Everybody, I'm going to put the links to Vlad's socials on the description part of this page. Any final words or thoughts that you want to leave the audience with?
I don't know. I hope I will bring more, like I hope there will be like a change
Mhm.
for me, as we discussed, you know, this new like rebranding.
Mhm.
So, and I hope people will support it.
As we discussed, I think as long as you have you get the right team helping you out.
Yeah, that's really difficult,
Yeah.
especially when you're alone.
Yeah.
So definitely need a team.
Yeah. I'll help. I'll do my best as well.
You heard that?
You know,
That's on cam.
Yeah.
That's on cam.
I have a duty now.
Yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you, as always.